I don't care what nobody talking about. I don't care what nobody think. Especially what people think of me. I don't care. That's why I do my own thing, and I'm my own operation. I'm my own production. You know what I mean? And I understand everybody not gonna support what I got going on. That's cool. But when you got people that's trying to secret compete, that's a whole different ball game right there. That's a whole different type of BS that you got to combat in order for you to fulfill your purpose in life. You know what I mean? I had nothing but encouraging words for a lot of people, and they still played it crazy. And that's what being solid to the wrong people gonna get you. I'm telling you, I don't have nothing but encouraging words. I've never been somebody that hated because I've always had my own motion, and I always will have my own motion. I'm not worried about what somebody else doing, what somebody else thinking, about what I think of them, about what I think about what they got going on. I'm not worried about none of that. I'm just worried about what I got going on. I'm worried about my own operation. And that's the mindset I've always had, which allowed me to be steps ahead because I already knew homeboy was going to play it crazy. He been playing it crazy since day one for real. But me being a peacemaker, me being solid, me being authentic, you got to let it transpire. You got to let the fake shit, the bullshit transpire to a certain extent. You just got to let it play out to a certain extent in order for you to get ahead. Because let me tell y'all something, dog thought he was bigger than the program. A lot of these guys thought they was bigger than the program. Because when you can sit down and try to collaborate, when you can sit down and try to communicate about how to execute on this or what to do or on how to start a project, or the sky is the limit. But when it comes to these individuals, they don't want to do that. When it comes to certain individuals, they don't want to do that. You know what I mean? And it's only a matter of time I can be patient with people and what they got going on when it comes to us having a mutual respect for one another, when it comes to us being able to do business and collaborate with each other. It's only a certain point of me being patient. I've always been open-minded, and I've always had encouraging words for everybody that I surrounded myself with. I don't care who you was. Even after they played me, even after they said something to dismantle our relationship, our connection with each other, even after that, even after they tried to sabotage, I still had encouraging words. I don't play a hate. I don't gaslight. I don't do the smear campaign. I don't talk about nobody else. I just focus on me. I'm just worried about me. I don't try to dim other light. I don't try to make it seem like I'm somebody I'm not. Putting up a show, a facade, because I'm not like that. Only crazy people do that, you know what I mean? And when you around these narcissistic, these jealous, and these self-centered individuals for so long, man, they gonna start to target you and make you look crazy, man. And it's gonna get to a point where your living situation gonna be infiltrated. And things will occur to the point where you gonna find yourself in trouble with the law, like I did. And it never got to that point, but I started to work on myself. I started to grow. I started to build things from scratch. And a lot of people seen that. A lot of people secretly targeted me. A lot of people have been secret targeting me since I was younger. And a lot of these individuals that I was once around trying to collaborate with, they don't understand these things, and they're just assuming from their own opinions and just judging. But I'm not the type of person that vent to other people, talk to other people about my problems. I try to just take it up with the Most High. Whenever I'm in prayer or trying to get the word or just going about my daily life, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes it takes for you to just sit in peace, just sit outside or just go for a walk or anything to help neutralize the stress, because I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna come to you with my problems, man. I'm gonna meet you where you at, even if I'm going through something. So you would never really know if I'm really going through something, because I'm good at keeping it to myself. I'm good at dealing with it by myself. And that's what a lot of people get wrong when they come across me, when they encounter me, or when they see me on a daily basis, or when they interact with me. They don't even know what I'm going through. Everybody going through something. I already know that. Everybody deal with what they go through differently. And a lot of people don't know how to heal. A lot of people don't even know how to be alone. But when it comes to you being able to understand and have an advantage of executing what it is that you're trying to execute in your life, ultimately that's going to silence everybody who ever has something to say. And I'm not somebody who just gonna sit around and let somebody smear my name without defending myself. You know what I mean? Because if you somebody talking down on somebody's name and to other people that ain't even never been around them people, that's a low blow, man. For real. That's a low blow. And that's what a lot of people my age be doing, man. To stop people from growing, to stop people from reaching new heights. And I'm here to change all that, because a lot of these individuals who like to gatekeep be thinking they bigger than the program, man. I never thought that. I've always had words of encouragement. I've always tried to support, and I've always tried to connect and collaborate. I've reached out to so many people locally. I've reached out to so many people over the course of these last 7 years, 7 to 8 years. Ain't nothing wrong with me, man. I got myself into a little pickle, but I'm here to tell y'all today that I'm going to capitalize off that situation. So a lot of people may be doubting me, laughing, mocking me, judging, but I'm going to capitalize off that situation. And I'm here to tell you that in this video. I'm not worried about what nobody think, what nobody's saying, how nobody feel about me or what I'm doing or what I'm coming with. Because I'm going to capitalize off every situation, off every opportunity. I'm the type to throw on a comedy, man. I like to make people laugh. I like to make people smile. I've always been that way. I just went through a lot of stuff growing up, and it kind of impacted me on an emotional level to a certain degree, because I was still able to do what I had to do in my life. I was still able to connect, go out, go to college, and work jobs, and apply myself into different environments and spaces. So when it comes to people trying to target me off me being perceived as not right or crazy or just not all the way there, that's BS, man. Like, come on now. And I've been showing people time after time, year after year, how intelligent I can be when I apply myself, when I apply the mindset I've always had that I'm sharing with y'all. How can I create? How I can continue to collaborate? Like, come on, man. At a certain point, you gotta accept that I'm more than what a lot of people are wanting to accept, wanting to embrace. You know what I mean? And I've always been a funny type of guy. I've always cracked jokes and stuff every time, because everybody who really know me and be around, they know I crack jokes, man. I keep people laughing. I'm not out here bringing people's spirits down. I'm not out here trying to break up crews or do all that. I'm just out here defending myself, playing defense, and I'm just trying to enjoy my life, but take it serious as far as being on top of my priorities and staying focused on my purpose. You know what I mean? I be cracking jokes, man. I'm telling you, man. If you somebody who stayed with me, boy, you already know, boy. I be put up, man, just laughing, man, like for real. I be in the midst of environments where I'm just trying to have a good time. I'm just trying to steady maintain my peace, man. You know what I mean? I don't do nothing but work on the right things, man. I ain't out here doing nothing that's gonna hold me back from what I'm trying to accomplish. And I'm here to tell y'all with these closing words that I will and I am going to capitalize off that situation. It's Byron, sharing with y'all my Millionaire mindset, and I'll see y'all in the next one.